Hey guys, Glenn and Michelle here. So though they're just getting a drink. All right, so here's the old step off my Rockwood HW296, and it's getting pretty rusty. It's starting to rust up. 5 years old. That's pretty sad. So go to Amazon and we bought a new step. Now they're pretty much, I couldn't find anything like this, even close to it. They're not really making these steps anymore. This is our new step. If you've got a dual step or a single step, they make them in both. Now, unfortunately, most of these steps, most everything nowadays is made in China. The company's here in the United States, but they source the labor out to China. And all right, so this is what I did. All right, this is the new step. Let me just go ahead and pull these off for a minute. All right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes on either side, right? You would think that that would bolt right up to where the old step is, but no. Here is what's on the old step. It's an angled piece of steel, and the round hole right here in the front is what bolts up to the frame right below your door. The square holes, if you look over here on the old step, and I will show you this. All right. So, square hole. There's a square hole here and square hole there. So you got square holes that they use to mount to this angled piece of steel. And then up under the trailer, up in the back over here, you've got a couple of steel plates that they attach these to and have that thing mounted. Well, as you can see, the new step, all right, here's the old step again, right? You've got, original step has 2 holes, one here, one in the back, same thing on the other side, one here, one there, all right? Those weren't used at all. The new step lines up with those holes almost, but if you notice, these here are the steel part angled in to the inside of the step, and on the new one, at angles to the outside. So that's the problem. Can still use it. All right, so if you look up underneath here, where is my new hole? All right, right here, I've got a brand new hole on either side that I had to make because this just would not fit in place of the old one. I'm not having to modify except for those 2 holes. And so now what I'm doing is I'm going to mount this back up here. This is going to go back up under the trailer like it was. And I'm going to bolt this part of the step on both sides, just like the old one. It's going to get mounted up under here into my new holes. So the front part's going to bolt on into the new holes. And then I just have to make 2 more holes in the back for up in the back there. And then right under here, I have to drill a hole right through here to line up with that. And then we're good. Then I can bolt this thing pretty much like it was on the old one. Nice thing about this step, look at that, aluminum. All the steps itself, heavy springs here in the back. Aluminum with the springs hooked to on the back side. Yeah, it's really nice. This step was, what did we pay for this? $159? Yeah, $159. I could have got it in black, but the only problem with this part here is I don't know if it was painted black, and I didn't want it to scratch and have it get all scuffed up and look bad. So I decided to get the aluminum. Black was cheaper by 10 bucks, but I spent the extra 10 bucks, and we paid $169. Black one was $159. I could have got that one, but I didn't. I went with this one. And when I'm all done, I don't have much more to go. I just have to drill. My hole right here on both the angled steel, and then just drill 2 more holes in the back up underneath, next to the old holes where this hole and the screw went into. and bolt that up, and we're done. So, yep, we're getting there. I'll have this step on probably within a half hour. So I just got to go take this down, the angle brackets down, and let me drill my holes, and we're good. And we'll get this thing mounted, and we'll show you what it's like when we're done. Okay, now I'm down here in my workbench, and all right, so I made a template on a piece of paper. As you can see, I put a hole through the piece of paper. All I did was lay the paper over the step where the hole is that I need to mark, to where I need to drill it on the steel right here. Let me get this out where I need it. All right, let's get a hole started. Okay, now I'm back out of my camper, and I'm going to go ahead and bolt the brackets back up. You guys already saw me putting the holes in that I needed, and I did put them up to the old step, or new step I should say, and the holes do line up, so I'm good to go there. So, all right, let's go ahead and get back under here and get these angle brackets, the angled steel put back under here. All right, so I've got my new hole right here. Yeah. So there's my new hole right here. I got one down the other side. All right, so let me get this put up in here. And then all I have to do, once I get this part done, then I just gotta go put the step on and make sure that it lines up properly. Take it back off, and then go back under the camper, up in the back right here, and just bolt this back up underneath. All right, make sure we got it going the right way. Okay, and let's get this up under here, like so. All right. All right, get this up into place. All right, oops. Keep that where I need it. All right, kind of hard when you're doing this, you know, like this, particularly. All right, let's get that back on there. Alright. See, I've got okay, here we go. Almost there. Okay. Let's get that kind of lined up where I need it. Now, mind you, we're getting ready to go to Maine on Saturday, so this new step had to get installed today. Okay. All right. Now, see, and then I get right up in the... Here, I'll take it. Thank you. All right, so this is where I gotta drill another hole so it'll line up with this thing straight. And then I do the same on the other side, and I can bolt the step on, but I have to make sure I get the step straight. Once I bolt the step to the angle brackets, angle steel brackets, then I can go ahead and drill the back holes. But I'll have to take the step off to do that because I won't have any room to get under here if I have the step in place. All right, let's get this one back up. Okay. Okay. All right, now getting this nylon nut started. Oh. What is it? Okay. That's giving me a hard time here. There we go. Okay. Here's my wrench. Where's my wrench?
Oh.
That's my socket.
I know.
Oh, I left it up here.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
but I haven't tightened that all the way up
that's
yet.
right.
Oh, because I have to bolt the step up, but I just have to. Oh, yeah, that's
Can
right.
you get it off, or you want me to get it off? What?
I can get it off.
Okay.
I got to bolt the step up, but I just want to get these up in place first. And I don't know. I might have to. I do have to bolt the step, don't I?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to pull this down because I'm going to have to bolt this up with the step in place up front here, because I could have moved the step back just a little bit and made 4 new holes, but I didn't want to do that. So, all right. I'm going to get this bolted on. I'm going to need my wife. Michelle's going to have to help me because, so we won't be able to show you doing that. So, yeah, we're going to have to, she's going to have to hold the step up in place. Once I get the first bolt started, then I can do the other side. She can show you what we're doing. But, all right, so we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now I've got the step all mounted. I will tell you this. I did a temporary mount in the back. And the reason why is because of, I don't know, kind of hard to explain. You have to see it to see what I'm talking about. I got it temporarily in the back affixed to the metal plates that they have coming off the frame on the camper that the angled steel was attached to, but where this step is a little bit different and a little bit narrower, and I had to mount it slightly a little different, made the problem. I'll be able to fix it after I get back from Maine. We're leaving on Saturday, so in a couple of days we're leaving for Maine for a month, so we'll be up Maine for a month, and when I get back I'll work on getting this thing mounted so that it's properly mounted. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'll give me more time to think about it. We're just, rushing to get this thing set up so we can get out of here on Saturday. So, but here's the step all mounted. It does work, so it's not going to be a problem. So that's with it folded, and it works really nice. This is how you take the step and you just pull it, and there's our new steps. And I will show you right here. I can actually stand on it, come up inside. Okay, now I'll show you going back down out. All right, so my thing that I ended up using was, I thought, well, there's got to be some way to attach that to the back, on the back side. And so this is what I bought. Metal wire ties. So for now I've got it tied up in the back. There's stainless steel. There is enough, it is enough, it's holding the weight. My wife tried it and said, yeah, it's okay. So we did that, and as it stands right now, till we get home from Maine, then I'll work on a permanent fix to fix the trailer, and then that'll be that. And then if we ever have to replace this step, this is a new style step, if we ever had to replace it, that'd be fine, because what I did was I did like the old step had, and right here you can see that, but the bolt goes up through the step through the angle iron and into the frame right here. I don't know. My thought is we got quite a bit of a gap right here between the frame of the camper and this step. So my thinking is I may move this back a little bit when we permanently mount it with the new setup, because I'm going to get new angled steel to put under there. And I think what I'm going to do is drill 4 holes into the angled steel and then bolt it up. So it'll be bolted up here in the front on both sides. Just the angled steel will be bolted, and then I can take 4 bolts, mount the step with the 4 bolts to the angled steel, and I can move the step, slide it back a little further to get a little further under. And that might be a better option for us. I'm not sure yet. We'll try it out while we're in Maine right now the way it is and see. I may decide to move it back a little bit. And if I do, well, that's what that is. So to fold this thing up, all you have to do is, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but let me just go ahead and just kind of lift up and push back, and up she goes. So that's it. It's a spring-loaded step. So instead of like the old step right here, where you had to kind of lift up on it and slide it back, it was really getting hard to do that. So it's getting rusty and everything, and it's like, yeah, so that's what you're looking at. That's our new step. So, all right, guys. Hey, if you like the video, make sure you give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button somewhere up there, down there, wherever they got it nowadays. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you, everybody.